Whatever, Brian.
All right, bro. You ready to search?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Yeah, search.
Yep. All right, bro. Yeah.
Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment to battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Central Michigan Chippewas, taking on another team from the MAC, the Sam Houston Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And the returner elects to fair catch and no return.
Hey, do me a favor. Mute your mic, bro.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. First down here for this offense. They're going to run it here. The game is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff to the back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. No press here. The defense backing away. On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And the Chippewas looking to keep this drive moving.
Well, if you're going to win a national championship, when you get to 3rd downs, you've got to find a way to convert. And here on this opening drive, it's exactly what this offense has been able to do. This time on the ground, keep those sticks moving.
The Chippewas will line up on 1st and 10. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. Looking right, this one caught. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the 1st down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
Third down upcoming after that completion. Can he get there on the ground? And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. Bring him down after a small gain. They played it safe there on 3rd and long. The offense stays on the field in this opening drive. They'll go for it in their own territory. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
And the Chippewas pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Single back takes the handoff. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Heading left after the handoff. Finding space at the 20. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Here comes a handoff. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
The Chippewas looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Central Michigan. In a national championship game, you can't do a better job than setting the tone immediately.
Look, it's the biggest game of the year, so you got to bring your best. An opening drive, the offense right there just did that. That's how you get this thing started.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Quick completion with the tight end. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got it. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
The Bearcats come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Central Michigan 7, Sam Houston 0.
Offense operating from the pistol. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Doesn't quite get in, but it sucks up a first and goal for this offense.
Here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
And the Bearcats line it up with first and goal. Back in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Sam Houston. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship. And you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. And that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And the extra point was up and good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Central Michigan offense back out there. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Moves the ball up to the 30. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's a short completion of the tight end. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. He just came flying in to lay the lumber immediately.
What a great job of timing up the blitz here by the backer. I don't know how this running back held on to the football, because as soon as he got his hands on it, he got hit hard.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap, looking to throw here. It's a short completion to the big tight end, and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. Right, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and the quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Handoff to the back. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And the Chippewas getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. He'll hand it off. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. They'll hand it off. Been a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Chipsfireup. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So we reach the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. And the Bearcats offense back out there now. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on second down. And he lofts it deep over the middle. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you could hope for on this big a stage in a national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins it.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The Chippewas offense back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Here's the option play. Pitch to the back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for his big tight end. He pulls it in for a big gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
Now it's second down here. Handoff from the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incompletion makes it second down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They look to throw it here on second down. There's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Central Michigan.
Chris, remember in college football, it's just 1 foot down to be able to count for a touchdown. Does a great job towards the back line there. Doesn't go out of bounds. Goes up into the air and gets that 1 foot down. That's good. That's a score.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. But that's good coverage there. Here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Catch made on the left side. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Wideouts now clustered. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Receiver makes the grab. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Touchdown, Bearcats. Still no answer for this offensive machine. And this national championship game is now dead even. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Yeah, maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And the PAT is good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Turn starts inside the 15. The coverage team brings him down in the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Chippewas will kick this away to get the second half going. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Sam Houston's offense back out there now. First play of the second half is a handoff. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
Offense moving into a bunch formation. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Runs right over the defender. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it. Oh, there's the stiff arm. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the Bearcats pick up enough for a first down. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Now here comes the bunch formation. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
And they keep this drive going, trying to convert on third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made on the out route. You head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
The Bearcats line up on 1st and 10 now. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Here's the 2nd down play. Hand off to the right side. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Now play number 9 on this drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's an out route, the catch made, and they pick up the first down to the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield. But it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Handoff in a single back formation. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Got space looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Sam Houston. That puts him on top in the 2nd half. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trying to blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner decides to fair catch this. The Central Michigan offense back out on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They'll They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
Oh, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Gives it to the back. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the Chippewas with 1st and 10 here. And now the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Second down after that previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this third quarter? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Ball handed off. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Chippewas.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
He does his job with a PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. Here comes the Sam Houston offense on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. From the shotgun, handoff inside. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going down.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. Feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. There's the handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Receiver makes the catch. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
And the Bearcats are on the move here. He'll hand it off. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Trying to extend the play. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36.
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. And interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Here comes the Central Michigan offense back out there. And they'll use the ground game here. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They're going to run it. He shreds the tackle. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there. This is a determined running back just refusing to be brought down that time by the defense.
You know, the coaches told us that this guy's one of the hardest workers on the entire team. And you can see all that offseason work that he put in has paid off. That time, shaking free from those defenders and getting more positive yards.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Ball handed off. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
So this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Sam Houston.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Hands off to the left. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
And that's the 2-minute warning here as we set up for a close, dramatic finish to this one. The Chippewas have 1st and 10 here. And the single back takes the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. It's a run to the left. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. And they pick up the 1st on the ground. And the Chippewas are looking to keep this drive going.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
Pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. An inside give now from the shotgun. Fights through a tackle. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. First and goal, clock winding down. A great chance for this offense to get a go-ahead score. And a timeout is called. They'll talk it over, tied late here in the fourth quarter. First and goal, final 2 minutes. A chance for the offense to break the tie here very late. It's an option look. The back's got to run a pitch. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, it's first and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards, and instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important second down call here.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 11. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. Touchdown, Central Michigan, to claim the lead here in the final minute.
What a job by this offense to get this go-ahead score with such little time left. I loved how they managed the clock, managed the situation. They scored, and now you give your opponent such little time to have a chance to come back and tie this game up.
The AT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. With the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in a national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Central Michigan Chippewas.